Reflection on Psalm 61, Refuge in the Heights. From the ends of the earth I call to you, I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Psalm 61 is a prayer from David filled with trust and dependence on God. The king finds himself in a moment of distress and feels distant, perhaps physically or spiritually. Even so, he does not hesitate to cry out to the Lord, acknowledging his own limitations and his need for a higher refuge, a solid rock that is beyond his own strength. David is not seeking just any shelter. He longs to be secure in the highest place, where only God can place him. This reveals deep faith. He knows that his safety and stability do not come from armies, riches, or power, but from the presence of the Most High. Throughout the psalm, we see a heart that longs for intimacy with God. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. Here, David compares God's presence to the shelter of protective wings, a symbol of care, warmth, and protection. He desires to remain forever with the Lord, expressing not just a plea for temporary deliverance, but a deep longing for continual communion with God. By the end of the psalm, David expresses renewed confidence. He makes vows of faithfulness and daily praise, showing that even in the midst of trials, his heart remains firmly anchored in the Lord. Application for us. In times of distress, when everything seems to fall apart, we can follow David's example. Call out to God, even from the ends of the earth, even when our hearts are faint. Seek refuge in the rock that is higher, Jesus Christ, our Savior. Desire God's presence as our true refuge and source of security. Psalm 61 reminds us that God hears, welcomes, and upholds those who trust in Him. May our prayer today be like David's. Draw me nearer to you, Lord, and set my feet upon the unshakable rock.